Wasn't that absolutely beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you why it was so beautiful. Only using one word. Simplicity. It's exactly that can lead to some of the best experiences in games. With that being said, let's get into the video. When I think simplicity in gaming, I think classic Mario. I'll explain why fully in a moment. You can also take a game like Super Metroid, which granted is more complicated than Mario, but in the grand scheme of things, they are both simplicity at its finest. While we're at it, let's go ahead and add games like Shovel Knight and Super Meat Boy to this conversation. We could take it a step further as well and add games like Valley, Mirror's Edge, and Origami. To this conversation as well. Now you might be confused, so let me walk it back a bit and explain. When I think simplicity, I'm not thinking pixel graphics. I'm thinking of one word.
Focus. Focus.
Let me tell you what I mean when I say the word focus. I mean, each of these amazing games had a clear idea, an identity. What's the most important thing in a game? For me, it's gameplay. Then we can talk presentation, soundtrack, sound design. But I speak for many gamers when I say gameplay is most important. I mean, it's in the name. Gamer. So if we break each of these games down to their basics, none of them are confused on what they want it to be. Take Mirror's Edge for our first example. The team knew they wanted to make a revolutionary first-person parkour game, so they did. They got their core gameplay, then built everything else around it. Origami set out to be a ninja stealth game, and boy did they nail it. Then they nailed everything about presentation. Valley set out to be a game all about speed and movement. That also looked amazing, but the gameplay is what really hooks you. Of course, Mario being a trendsetter in the platforming genre, and one of my favorite games of all time in Super Metroid, being the standard for Metroidvanias. I mean, it birthed one of my favorite games of all time, a modern classic in Hollow Knight. It sets out to build a coherent map with the sole purpose of exploration so you can upgrade Samus and beat Mother Brain. Another fave of mine is Super Meat Boy, which sets out to be a blinding fast platformer and is a modern classic in the eyes of many. So my point being that a game can be overly complicated with unnecessary systems and mechanics, completely destroying pacing, or just killing fun in general. In my personal opinion, the term keep it simple stupid fits perfectly for gaming. The more focused your game is, typically the better. And I think history has proven that. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today.